Football has changed my life in many ways. It taught me respect, honesty, and self discipline. I know you may find that hard to believe, and I know Miss Shawn finds it hard to believe, but I promise you it's true. My first year of football was freshman year. I am a completely different person than I was as a freshman. When I first started, I did not have any real experience with team sports other than Pee Wee soccer. All of the high school players practiced together, so I was intimidated by the older kids. As a freshman, I stood at 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighed roughly 130 pounds, so I was significantly smaller than most of the players. The players that do not start in varsity are called scout team players, and it consists of mostly freshmen and sophomores. The scout team is used to scrimmage against the varsity players to practice the offense or defense. I played tailback my freshman year, which is basically the running back, and I remember my first repetition against the varsity players. I took a handoff from Coach Fulton and tried to gain some yardage on the play, and Ryan Eubank, a junior at the time, completely drilled me, and I flew back several feet. It was at that moment I realized that I was not as tough as I thought, and I realized to be the person that is the most dominant on the football field must practice with the highest intensity they can every single day. I did not play too much as a freshman, while still learning the complexities of the tailback position. I do remember when I got my first touchdown. It was against Blacksburg, and that was one of the greatest feelings ever. I sacrificed my body for my team, put my shoulder into the defender, and crossed the goal line for the score. During the off season, I did not lift weights with the team, and I regret that to this day. As a sophomore, I made the transition from playing offense to defense. I played outside linebacker for the duration of my sophomore year. I'd played with a much more aggressive demeanor and wasn't afraid to hit or tackle people. Coach Heron noticed my ambition, and I got the starting job as one of the two outside linebackers. I racked up 35 tackles in 5 games. My sophomore year was a success, so I wanted to prepare for junior year. I went to all the football weightlifting sessions for 7 months. I wanted to become even stronger and learn more about the outside linebacker position, so I watched film on the varsity outside linebackers and tried to learn new techniques and maneuvers. I studied football for hours, and I got really good at understanding what the different defensive schemes are. I could literally watch a football game and tell you what coverage they're in and how effective it's going to be. It was almost time for the first day of practice, and all of a sudden, I didn't even want to play anymore. I just lost the ambition. After reading on all of the head injuries that happen to people, I didn't want that to happen to me. Across all of the sports in high school, 3,800,000 concussions were reported, and 47% of those were just high school football players. That's insane. Even though I quit football, it made me the person I am today. It taught me to work hard as I can, and Miss Shawn still thinks that's a lie, and set personal goals. Those 2 years of football have taught me so much, and they haven't been a waste, and I'm glad I decided to play football in the first place.